wait, where is the mirror? The cleaning up I have to do after. Crazy. Hi guys, so I'm gonna be doing a makeup routine. It's not really a proper makeup routine because I've been moving around a lot lately, so like I don't know where my L'Oreal things are. I can't even find the serum now because that's what I use mostly. Can't even find the serum, and honestly, like when I've settled down, I'm gonna do a proper makeup routine. But right now, it's just a make do and makeshift type of thing. I just want to get used to like doing sit downs and like talking to you guys while I do my makeup because I'm getting back into my makeup era, whether you like it or not. And I don't know why I'm being aggro right now. I'm calling myself out because I keep saying I have to wait for the perfect time. No, I have to wait. I have to do it now. Also, I'm practicing for makeup for my birthday. And by then, I'm pretty sure I would have found that L'Oreal, everything, all those products. These products I got for the masterclass and I couldn't make it. I did get the ticket and I couldn't make it. But I want to do a makeup routine, a full face with L'Oreal because it's eating. L'Oreal's just eating. Oh shoot, my mirror just fell. My mirror is this iPad. Anyway, kunzima lana akukhulula. Actually, let me not say that. I don't want to say yeah. We got it. Anyway, so before I continue, I just wanted to have a quick chat with you guys about me reading the book of Ezra. Like my journey with God, it has been an interesting one. Like a very good one though. Like I'm learning a lot about myself and wanting to improve and seeing myself, you know, shedding of things that I didn't think that I would shed of, like being very accepting and very forgiving, which is a principle that literally Jesus died for. So I feel like God is working. I'm so mature in how I think, you know, and I'm not saying I'm the best, yada yada yada, but I'm just saying like in how I think. If something happens, I don't beat myself up. I'm just like, okay, this was really, really bad, okay? Or like this wasn't the greatest thing that could have happened, but like I'm grateful either way, you know? Yeah, so anyway, talking about, I'm reading Nehemiah right now, but I was reading Ezra at first. So just to give you a little bit of insight of what happened with Ezra. So Ezra was one of the people that were appointed to bring back the to rebuild the temple, right? So Solomon, David's son, had built the temple, and this was David's dream, right? That came that someone would be building the temple, and Solomon was the one that built it. And he asked for God that God, like, as I am now king, after taking over from David as his son, as I am now king, I pray for wisdom, right? And God gave him wisdom, and literally he was the solver of a lot of problems, as you know, like with any government or with any king, like you become the person that is you know, the leader of the people, right? So anyway, he built the temple, big temple, you know, like good quality bronze, all of that, you know. And then after he died, like all the kings that were coming after destroyed it. And even one of the kings was like a woman, or queens was a woman, and that was never allowed back in those days. So it was like a really, really big crime. And then, oh gosh, it's just a stroke. Now Ezra is coming in. It's a very short book. Ezra and Nehemiah, they're basically rebuilding. There's also a wall that was built, so I think Nehemiah was the one that was building that. But anyway, with Ezra now, the problem was King Cyrus before was not the problem. King Cyrus, before everything happened, right? King Cyrus was given the word that he needs to like someone needs to restore the temple, right? There was that word, right? And then Ezra basically was the one person that was starting with that, and unfortunately it didn't work out. The reason why it didn't work out is because someone, right, went and told the then king that they're building this and it's not for good intentions, yada yada yada, and they had to stop, right? And then it continued. Nehemiah was now doing that as well, trying to rebuild again. And the same people that were jealous of them doing this, because obviously now people were against the people of Israel. You know, there was always that fight that they were against those people because God saved them. They didn't understand because like now they were also like serving other gods, yada yada yada. So you know how people are also with Jesus. If you are a Jesus girl, or if you're loud about Jesus, and people like put you on a pedestal and they judge you and they do all of those things, they say stuff about you as if like you're meant to be this perfect person, Jesus girl, they will hate you just because of the name of Jesus. That's something that I've noticed actually in my walk with God as well. So let me tell you guys, Cool beanies, cool beanies. They try again and they're like, yeah, we're building this because of this and this and this and this. And they go to this king now, this different king. The king is like, oh yeah, I see this. He investigates before he just shuts the whole thing down. He investigates, is like, is this something that should be done? Cool. Upon investigation, he finds that in the books, because they used to write everything back then. He finds that in the books that actually, let me start with concealer and do my eyebrows. He finds that in a book that it was written that, you know, they should be doing this. There should be a rebuilding of the temple. Temple is rebuilt. Good. The wall, I think it was the wall at that time. And something that it taught me is that if God says, baby, you're gonna bring, or you're gonna have many nations like he did to Abraham, you're gonna have many nations, whether there's glitches in the way, in the end you're gonna have many nations. If God says you are gonna be the biggest worshiper in the history of worshipers that are gonna be bringing people to my kingdom, you're gonna be that, babes, whether you sleep in the streets once in that journey, but you will be that, you know. So because God's word will be the end, that like it will end the conversation basically. So anywho, fine, cool bananas. So anyway, they started building, and in one of the in what was written in that book, when King Cyrus was like, there has to be a rebuilding, yada yada yada, is that they would be provided material to rebuild by a king. The same king that was investigating this, he literally provided as God's word. So it's to show us that God doesn't lie, babe, and that at the right time he will make it right. And that's what it taught me. And now that I'm reading Nehemiah, so with him there's also restoration of a lot of things, and in the restoration there's like an altar where you build an altar. Now you're building an altar to say that, oh no, you're worshiping other gods, yada yada yada, but now you're taking it back. So there has to be an agreement, which is why some of the things like baptism are important, because now you're being reborn. You were willingly and unwillingly, you know, living a life that wasn't of God, right? And now you're saying, God, I'm here now. And there are actions that come with that. Like now that you're saying this is who you are. And obviously now you're accountable to God. Like God is the person that you were going to ensure that this journey of life, Bazolani, like this is what God wants. The Holy Spirit is going to be with you. Like now your advisor becomes the Holy Spirit, right? Everything that you do now, you're trying to weigh to see if this is pleasing to God. To get me, like, I don't know if you guys get me. So there has to be, with everything, first of all, one, what these two books are teaching me is that, first of all, if God says he's going to do something and he says, my promises are to give you a future and a hope, that's exactly what it is. If God says that, listen, I want you to start a business and this business is going to be this and this and this and this, and you don't have capital right now, something in you needs to change about money or about just business in general. Like, what are you doing this business for? Is it just for you to gain money, or are you actually providing a service that will be helpful to the people of God, right? And then once that is established, you just are, you know, petitioning with God and being grateful for what you have right now, petitioning with God that, okay, so what are we doing now? Like, what are the steps that we need to take to ensure that I am a good leader for this business, for example, if it's a business. So, and God will make a way. And God is a God that, like, he wants you to do. He doesn't want you to just think and daydream about what this could be. What can you do now? And he will show you. You're just not listening. Like, God will nudge you that, listen, like, you need to do this right now. Like, or if it's a course that you need to do, you need to do this right now. You need to have this knowledge. You need to be obedient to this knowledge. And what I've noticed is during the time of us gaining knowledge or us gaining wisdom about something and still being in the process of learning about something, we get frustrated that, oh my gosh, like I can't wait, oh I wish. And unfortunately, that's not how things of God work. Like when God says there's a dream, you nurture that dream like it's nothing. You start seeing that dream like it is here right now. You don't condemn it. You don't say, when, God, you don't get frustrated until it comes. You just do your best that you can do right now. If you're studying and you're studying towards this, and this is a dream that God has put you in, love it, cherish it, wake up early in the morning, pray to God about it. Just say, God, like this thing that I'm learning, what does it teach me? Do you get me? Like, be about God in everything, because he's the one that gave you that thing anyway. And he's the one person that can maintain it, because he's the one that created it, child. Do you get me? The same person that has the power to create is the same person that has the power to maintain, power to provide, you know, like has all the resources in the world to give you everything that you need. I know that this eyebrow is not gonna eat, and I don't care because it's dyed and these colors that I'm putting don't match, but we'll make it work. Maybe we could do a look that will go well with these. And also I'm realizing that my concealer is very, very light for eyebrows, so we need another one actually. So I'm gonna put foundation instead. Oh, the foundation that I use is the Color Stay. I got this at Clicks. It was on sale. It's a Color Stay in the color 530. This is my foundation. Period, if you guys care. Anyway, oh, filming. Thank you God that this is still filming, because that means, yeah, this is you. Okay, cool bananas, ne? Now we move to Nehemiah. Nehemiah now, you know, he's built the wall. I think it was the wall, yeah. I'll just put details if I'm not correct about this, guys. He's built the wall, and like also people that were married because they were exiled in other places, right? So people that were married to the people of those areas, it's like now you're marrying the people that you treated you like slaves or didn't treat you well or were isolating you because you belong to God, and now you're marrying them. So basically it was doing the undoing of that, right? So it's important to note also in our lives that once we are led astray by things of this world, we're like, oh my gosh, yeah, YOLO, you know, like just living life like it's golden, and it is golden, but like also it's also unholy. Doing all of those things and that God warns us against, that bring us trouble, but we don't realize that they bring us trouble. We want to separate these things that are happening, the challenges, and blame God for them, but he warned us to not do them. But we don't want to listen. We still want to have fun. Like we want to learn on the job, or learn or suffer, and then only learn in that way and not actually be cautious, you know, and you know, fall into traps where things that aren't normal in God's kingdom. We make them a norm in us as people that belong to the kingdom, when he clearly says that we should not conform to the ways of the world, you know. And anyway, once that happens, when you're getting back to God, now there has to be a thing where you agree that God, this was so wrong of me to do, let's go back. It's like when you're reconciling with someone that you've wronged, and you're like, hey, this is how I wronged you, and this is how I'm taking accountability, and going forward you and that person are working on that not happening again. Do you get me? So that's how it's like with God as well. Like, and also it's for you. Like God doesn't want you to have this characteristics or this quality in you, because it's not good for you. It's not good for anyone that you're staying with. It's not good for the kingdom. It's not good for him as well. So like once then that happens, you'll say, hey God, I have a problem with lust, for example, and then God will say, let's take it back where the problem started, and he'll teach you what lust means, what lust is, you know. In each situation, when it comes up, you have someone to go to and say, am I going the right way? Like a psychologist, you get me? Like you're like, hey, this is what I've been dealing with all this time, and this is how I've been, you know, fixing this thing, but clearly my ways aren't the greatest. So are you able to help me with this? Do you get me? So basically that's how I treat God in this way. So yeah, those people that were married to people that were literally used to treat them like slaves, like they were like, no guys, let's cut this. For generations to come, this can't be happening, right? And that's how God is. Like he will take you back generations back to ensure that you are the person to fix this, babes. And it will be dominant to you, because God is saying, babes, you are the person to do this. We had to actually go through the motion of saying this is where this is coming from, and this is why it should stop, because it's not good for the kingdom. Cool. I'm using lipstick as blush. I'm sorry, I don't give it in, because you guys know my issue. And also I actually don't have liquid blush in general, so I'm trying to do the thing of like doing liquid blush underneath, and I don't know where my dark shades are, but this is a word. So anyway, now another thing that it taught me is, so we've already gone through. The first lesson is that when God says, baby, this is what I'm gonna do for you, this is what I want you to do in the world, he will provide for it. It will happen, just not in your time. One. Second lesson is, he will take you when he is undoing something. It will take you first realizing that there is something that needs to be undone. And once that thing is undone, there needs to be an altar call or a covenant where you're saying, God, I see this, now I will not. Going forward, I need your help with this so that I do not do it. Do you get me? Like there has to be a moment where you're making a promise, a relationship to say, this I don't like, this I need to change. Sure, God, help me, right? I need to pinpoint and not just all winning. Oh God, please help me with that one as well. Like adding J as a side thing, right? Like you have to state your case. Okay, cool. And then another thing that I'm seeing with things of God is that if He says, this is your dream," He's gonna provide for it. Don't think that there's a shortage. There's never a shortage. In fact, He will bring everyone to come and sort this out. Like you will be the focus. He'll give His undivided attention to ensure that everything. If you feel like, oh my gosh, I missed someone that passed away, for example, God will say, okay, let's just remind this person that this person was loved by people of this world and is loved by me, that I would pay attention to such details. So that's another thing, that He will provide for you for each and every step. So these are what these words are teaching me. And honestly, guys, when you're reading them, they're literally giving you like a rundown of little things, like who were the people that were declaring, who were forming altars, who was building, who was doing this, who were the worshippers in the temple now, to show that everyone has a task in God. That is why there's differences, because we all have different skills and talents, and they are as important because they are for God. They are for the kingdom. So they are to be used for God and not for worldly things, because then there will be a shortage somewhere of resources, because the other guys, because the enemy doesn't have that much resources. Sana, God is the only person that does, and also God is the only person that gives without taking away. And if it takes away, it's because it's not good for you. That's what I've learned. So I think I'm gonna have to go mute now, because I don't know what else I can say about, this thing with God. So I will just go silent so that you guys can enjoy this improvised makeup look. I hope it comes out well. I already look white and I don't have the dark shade. I do not know what I was doing. I don't have the white shade. And I do this because instead of like putting the concealer like this, it helps. I'll show you guys. And then I put the contour on the sides. It actually does work. It looks nice. I don't know. I feel like it works well for my nose, because my nose is quite big. And the shape, it works well for that shape. Cool. Now, the concealer I'm using is the Essence in, it's actually not my color, to be honest, like in any way. Essence in the shade 50 light shade. Yeah, this is it. I am going to apply the blushita, my favorite part. This is the Rimmel. Is it Rimmel? I got this from my friend. I love you so much, friend. Also, Revlon powder blush, and it is in the shade 033 Very Berry. I don't know what that means. Let me know if you guys are enjoying these, because Zana Zieza Zobaninzi. I'm not done with Nehemiah. I'm still on 10. I read 10 today. There's 13 books. And basically now, in what I'm reading, there is like the covenants that he's making, which is where I was telling you guys that, oh, I love this is Blush Brightness, but yes, hunty. Yeah, I should look like this. I usually put blush on my thing, on my forehead. Oh, this is so pigmented. Using small brushes is my kryptonite. I heard that at the L'Oreal Masterclass they were talking about this. Actually, let me do makeup by Esther. So let me do the under eye as well. Okay, cool. So using small brushes, apparently like it helps with the technique, and I agree. But because I'm used to the big brushes, I usually put a lot of product in the big brushes and then it just spreads. But here, you don't even need much. Like, I love good products. I'm like, oh, I love good product. Even if they're from Chinatown, guys, like, I love them. I love them so much. Pigment, okay, babes. Anyway, yeah, so I'm in Nehemiah 10, and I was reading that this morning. And in Nehemiah, this one, basically they're doing the covenant thing where they're like, okay, God, everything that we're doing now that everything has been rebuilt, is for you. We're making that promise that we were lost at some point, and we forgot what you did for Moses, for for David, Solomon. We did forget, and we were conforming to things of these places that we were being exiled in, or these places that we were going to, not being obedient to your word, and now we're coming back and saying, now that everything has been restored and we see that you have even provided for this restoration, we are coming to you. And yeah, that is the vibe. Let me put a concealer on here. I feel like I'm gonna be doing more of these. I think I should get Essence products, get Maybelline, be done. Get Essence, get Maybelline, be done with those products, and then do like makeup with those products, those different products, and then we'll get into, you know, the more serious stuff like L'Oreal's, and I'm sure I would have found it by then, and then get into Revlon's, and then, you know, eventually Dior and Chanel. I had this dream back in the day that I would be doing makeup with those, because I used to see Kayams and Mihlali like literally progressing from using Essence to working with the big brands, and I used to see myself doing that because I really do enjoy makeup. It's just that I did lose myself in a way, like, and just sort of let go of myself, and yeah, now I'm getting back to myself, and especially in God, where God is like, babes, you really are more precious than rubies, and I don't want you to not have a personality just because you're in me. And makeup, I don't think is a sin, because I don't idolize it, especially now that I'm older. So now we're gonna put a little bit here just to do a little bit of a thing here, because I don't idolize it much. So I think, like, yeah, we can, I forgot to put it here, we can basically get into it. So I'm gonna use the big brush this time. Actually, no, let me use the same brush that I used for the blush. Okay. I'm just gonna stay in one place. Yeah, now it's becoming faint. It's not becoming a little crazy. Yeah, that's normal, at least. Yeah, so anyway, I don't idolize it. I don't think I'm ugly also without makeup. Like, that's something that's good that God had worked on, in my heart, that I'm beautiful always, because God doesn't make any mistakes. And that thing of like having low self-esteem, you know, just because, also I do understand that also sometimes my style isn't like conventional, but that's what makes me me. And if people come for me, because like I'm not doing the norm, I'm not doing what everyone, I don't care. Like, that's literally what distinguishes me. And if I'm making a mistake in what I'm doing, I'm very graceful or gracious to myself, because I'm like, I'm learning. Like, God wouldn't condemn me, so I'm not going to use the same tactics that the world uses when they want people to stop doing something that they don't like, you know. And it's okay to be different. And yeah, those are the things that I would say God is teaching me. Okay. I think I will put it, in fact, I think I'm going to put it this side, because I think it's better here. Yeah, this is a better view. Yeah, this is a better lighting as well. Okay, now we're just going to be doing the eye, something very light, because this is the only palette we have. There's a palette that I have that I usually contour with. So now you guys won't believe what I'm going to contour with. And yeah, I'm just going to leave you guys to just see, because it even has a brown shade, and I'm like, dang, where it eats, I don't know. Yeah, guys, so yeah, just, I've decided, and the reason why I'm at Ezra is because I'm reading the Bible from scratch, and this was a last year task. And I sometimes, like, I'll be reading a chapter. Most times I read a chapter a day. Sometimes, like, if the story's juicy, or if like I'm just feeling like I just wanna be within this, you know, and actually put my all and not do it as an obligation, then, you know, I'll read more than a chapter, right, of that same book. So Ezra is still in the, I mean, I think I've passed quite a few, like your numbers and stuff, which is the most tricky, because not much is being said there by the Ezras. But babe, I'm gonna use one of the same shade, I got this at Dragon City in Joburg. I'm gonna use the same shade for like baking. Bang shy. Yeah, it's actually, guys, it's actually not bad. It's actually not bad. It's not bad at all. I'm very chuffed with this. I don't know why I'm doing this before I do. So now we are contouring, and I'm going to use the eyeliner. Sorry, it's a bit thick. I don't know how you twist this. Can you twist it? Mimi Q, baby. Mimi Q. Why would you do this? I'm gonna do this, guys. Sorry, Goni, if this is something that you're against, but Sana, I have to make do with what I got. Oh, Sana, this iPad keeps switching off. Okay, there you go. And then we do this. My makeup, because I don't normally use powder and baking and stuff. Makeup over time gets, I know this looks crazy right now, but I'll blend it with a small brush. It'll make a difference. The space did a number on us. I'm gonna just focus on the eye. I'm gonna mix all of these colors up. Scissorhands. Okay, this is usually my blush color. Can I just bring this closer? This is usually, oh, crazy. This is usually my blush color, so I'm just gonna mix it. Send a little mixed. Okay, first one, second one. Okay, third one. I'm doing like a rainbow of the pinks, but I don't know if this will come out right. Then we do the light pink. I don't know if I should do this throughout my whole eye, but maybe I can calm the pink one with this here. This is too small, I feel. I'll use a different brush. Maybe this one, yes. I'm working really well with this one. Just clean everything up. I love blush down. I think on my eye I'm gonna put Vaseline to make it shine. All of these brushes I got from Temu. There's more, but I was sharing them with mom. Yeah, I got from Temu for like 30 rand. But yeah, now we're gonna use the same brush that we're using here to put Vaseline here. So just so it doesn't get damaged, just so it has a shine or something, because we don't have, let's swab it. Okay, we don't have the sparkly palette like Sana. Life truly ngama dice. I want the eye, this to be at the top, not at the bottom. So we'll swab it just from here to the top. Oh, that one, this side is perfect. The other side, you can tell that that's where stuff begins, like the firstborn. And I would know this because I am the firstborn. Treatment is not so great.
Oh, chemistry was crazy from the get-go. Neither one of us knew why. We didn't build nothing overnight, cause a love like this takes some time. People swore it off as a phase, said we can't see that. Now from top to bottom, they see that we did that. Yeah, it's so true that we've been through it. Yeah, we got real see, baby, we've been too strong for too long. And I can't be without you, baby. And I'll be waiting up until you get home. Cause I can't sleep without you, baby. Anybody who's ever loved you know just what I feel. Too hard to fake it, nothing can replace it. Call the radio if you just can't be without you, baby. Yeah. I got a question for you. See, I already know the answer. Still, I wanna ask you, would you lie? No. Make me cry? No. Do something behind my back and then try to cover it up? Well, neither would I, baby. My love is only stepping up. Yes. I'll be faithful. Yes. I'm for real. Yes. And with us, you'll always know the deal. We've been too strong for too long. And I can't be without you, baby. And I'll be waiting up until you get home. Cause I can't sleep without you, baby. If anybody who's ever loved you know just what I feel. Too hard to fake it, nothing can replace it. Call the radio if you just can't be without you, baby. Yeah. See, this is real talk. I'm always stay. No matter what, good or bad, thick and thin, right or wrong, all day, every day. Now if you're down on love or don't believe this ain't for you, no, this ain't for you. And if you got it deep in your heart, deep down you know that it's true. Come on. Well, let me see you put your hands up. Hands up, fellas, tell your lady she's the one. Tell your lady she's the one. Oh, put your hands up. Hands up, ladies, let him know he's got your love. Look him right in his eyes and tell him we've been too strong for too long. And I can't be without you, baby. I'll be waiting up until you get home. Cause I can't sleep without you, baby. With anybody who's ever loved you know just what I feel. Too hard to fake it, nothing can replace it. I'm already
Good. And then we'll use our spray that I got from my colleague as well to just let this thing sit. I feel like I don't have enough blush. How do you guys feel? I feel like I don't have enough. Maybe I should put more. That eyeliner is so crazy though. Okay, let's just put everything together. This is gonna be my powder. I love this brush. Love it down. Love it down. Okay. Where my mascara is, nobody knows. I don't know. So even my fan. I enjoyed this. Hope you guys enjoyed the story about Ezra and Nehemiah and just God in general. I will see you guys in the next one. This look is a mess. Like, don't come for me. But like, I'm beautiful. That's all that matters. And also, who cares? Like, I'm learning. I'm getting back into makeup. I'm learning. Sharp. Cool, guys. Bye.
This has been a hot mess. This has been a hot... It's actually not that bad. Can you guys see the contour? Like, it's not that bad. It's actually not that bad. The Vaseline vibe was not it. If I had used lip gloss instead, that would have been better. We need a bronzer here. The blush will never be around. There's never anything wrong with the blush. And the forehead is a bit light. Yeah, we need our stuff so that we can do the right things. Yeah, there you go. But yeah. What do you guys think of my beauty? Let's not talk about the makeup, my beauty in general. I'm very impressed with it. Yeah, anyway. Anyway, see you guys in the next one.
Guys, I found a green mascara. I'm gonna put it on. Is that any better? Can't do this.